Hello and welcome back. Hopefully this turn, it's finally time to get our revenge on Emperor Arvis. Sigh. What a guy. Anyway, if you're wondering why everyone's arranged like this, it's because I was ordering them by level. So we've got 4 level 30s, Leen, Lana, Orpal and Sed, level 29s, and most of our units are level 20. Oh yeah, and Nana's also level 29. Most of our units, and then these two, who weirdly are the ones with the innate paragon. I guess it's because I haven't really been using them, but it's fine, they'll catch up in the arena, I'm sure. Although it's really difficult to talk about catching up right now, because honestly all of them only need one more arena go and they're pretty much hit level 30. Anyway, here's Arvis, just to remind you. He's Seliph's worst enemy. We've got Delmud, we've got Nanna, and Leen will probably be hereabouts to dance, and we've also got plenty of healers, just in case. So, oh yeah, and I also used Patty to nick his money, which was an incredibly stupid thing to do, and you should never do it. But I have the blessing of saving at the beginning of turns, so I can do stuff like that. What turn am I on anyway? Right then. Let's begin. The Tyrfing. Even with that he's got 80. Anyway. Emperor Arvis, why did you kill my father? Seliph. So you made it. I commend you on your bravery, but you will nonetheless be incinerated by my fire. You're just as pathetic as your father was. Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the crit chance with... Good dodge, Seliph. And of course that is going to be a constant pain. As the healers are all on one side, I'll just... No, you go that side. It's kind of weird actually that there's a forest there if you want to chuck stuff at him with what's his face, Sed or anything, but no, I don't want to do that. Anyway, I really want to be attacking him twice in every turn because he will be healing. Of course he misses. Well, that was a waste of time. Don't worry, your cousin's here. So yeah, he's back on full health. Oh hey, defense, nice. Okay, so Seliph managed to hit him twice there. As you noticed, he managed to get all the way back up to full health thanks to his irritating healing. Dodge. Useful. If Seliph manages to hit twice once more, it's all over. Arvis is nearly defeated. He's dead. Phaedra! Julia! Good thing is that 30% great Pavise activation didn't really come into play there, so that's a good thing. But before we seize the castle and exit, there is one small thing. I think we can. No, it's not that one. I believe there's a point on the coast where if you get Seliph to stand there, he'll event. Here we go. Seliph, who's calling me? Oh, how you've grown, Seliph. Mother, is that you? Ah, Lewin has done such a fine job with you. Seliph, always treasure those in your presence. Honour each and every one of them. Yes, Mother. Hey, I slew Emperor Arvis. I finally avenged Father's death. I see. What then of Julius and Julia? Julius and Julia? Do you know where they are? Mother? Seliph. Who's that? Father, is that you? It's Sigurd! Oh god. Is that you? Music change. Seliph, don't let Arvis's death go to your head. His defeat wasn't by your hand alone. Huh? Father, what's that supposed to mean? Get to know the people's sorrow. Your reality and theirs are still worlds apart. If you can't accomplish that, Seliph, then this whole war has been for nothing. My voice has changed, but ignore that. Father, please, wait a second. Take care of yourself, my son. Mother. Seliph obtains the renewal ring! Yay, so he now has the renewal skill. And now I think it's finally time to get rid of this chapter. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I'm not making that mistake again. I missed a bunch of conversations last time because I sped through it. Okay, just the one. No. Talk. Your Highness, you haven't gotten hurt, have you? Oh, Corporal, thanks for your concern. I'm fine. You be careful too now. Don't be too reckless out there. Your Highness? Yes? With your permission, I'd like to cast a magic shield over you. Ah, you're worried because my resistance is low, aren't you? But isn't that a dangerous spell to cast? Not if you have the staff. Look, that's kind of you, Corporal, but I don't want you to hurt yourself. Your Highness, I never knew my real mother, but you've always been there for me. Please, I'm just trying to help you. Alright, Corporal, if it means that much to you. But promise me that the very first sign of trouble you back out, understood? You got a deal, don't worry, I'll be extra careful. Shall we proceed, then? Sure, okay, now just be calm. O Lord Blagi, bestow upon this woman your venerated strength. Resistance plus 5. Shame I missed Seliph's extra resistance thing earlier. I'm really annoyed about that now. Oh well, seize. Seliph, well done. Look at everybody. The townspeople came in droves to celebrate your return. Look how happy they are. Yeah, I finally reached my true homeland. It's a good feeling. But I also feel somewhat empty inside. You're worried about Julia, aren't you? You really like her, don't you? No, I'm just worried about her. Obviously. Several townspeople said they saw Bishop Manfroy take off with her, and didn't bother to tell you. Finally, she must still be in Granville somewhere. Ewan, I know I should be happy now my father's death has been avenged, but I still don't feel right somehow. That's because this war is not yet over with. Actually, the real battle, the Holy War, is just on the horizon. See this war's through, Seliph. You'll find the answers you seek. Trust me. Okay. So, in 101 turns, Chalphy has been reclaimed. At long last, the Liberation Army neared the final stage of their journey. The army's presence continued to instill courage in those still suffering under the Empire's rule, and civilians all over Yungdral rose in revolt. Siles was the first to return to the people's control. Shortly thereafter, the wave spread to Augustria, spurring the masses to rise and take up arms. Interestingly, I'm pretty sure this isn't mentioned in Thracia 776. It's all there's some separate wars of liberation after this this chapter to liberate Augustria and Silas, which is kind of weird, considering they're saying, okay, these things have been. However, the momentum had yet to penetrate Granvale. The Grauen Ritter Axe Brigade under the command of Borian of Dozel, the Beige Ritter Archer Brigade under the command of Scorpio of Ljungby, the Gelben Ritter Thundern Brigade under the command of Queen Hilda of Friege were all in top form. Yeah, they were all in top form. Ishtar and the sinister Prince Julius, along with the 12 enigmatic Dead Lords, not Dark Warlords, Dead Lords now, remained eerily silent at Belhalla. Over a year had passed since the Liberation Army's initial uprising in Isaac. The ongoing conflict tragically split the 12 Crusaders between light and dark, as it pitted fellow descendants against one another. And thus commenced the final Holy War. Final chapter, the last Holy War. At Valflame. My father's dead, is he? He was of no use to us anymore. The rebel army did us a favour by removing him. Poor father, you used him for all his worth and then left him out there to perish. It was all for your own good, your highness. Arvis may have been of Lopturian blood, but he clearly opposed the revival of the old regime. Crusader Fala's ways ran far too deep with him. He would have turned on us eventually. I know. So it seems the rebel army have reached Chalphy. Should that concern me? I've already given orders to Bishop Roden and Borian of Dozel to retake Chalphy. Not sure why they call him Borian as opposed to, well, Brian, but okay. Manfroy, I want to see Julia. Where is she being kept? She's in the dungeon. One moment. Guards, fetch us the Imperial Princess, now! Generic waifu girl coughing noise. Greetings, Julia. Do you remember who I am? Julius. Ha! Your memory is still intact, and to think it's been 7 years. Yes, I remember it all now. As if it were yesterday. I suppose you've got some fond memories of your mother as well. Just who are you? Everything changed the day Archbishop Manfroy brought that eerie black book in. That day also marks the last I saw of my dear brother. All that remained in his place was this powerful yet demonic child. You, whoever you are, have deprived me of my mother and my brother as well. Who are you? Why must you put me through this agony? I am the inheritor of the power of the Lopto clan. This world is my domain. And Julia, you inherit the power of my mortal enemy, Naga. Therefore, you must die. Your Highness, wait. I still have a use for the girl. Allow me to finish her off later. Better be interesting, Manfroy. Alright, she's with you. I'm withdrawing to the capital. But be forewarned. One slip up on your part could have far-reaching consequences. Yeah. So suddenly, Manfroy exhibits a severe degree of genre blindness, and keeps the sacred girl alive. To do whatever the hell he wants. Meanwhile, at Edda. I have orders from His Imperial Highness, priests and mercenaries. No one gets past you, understood? As for the Night Brigade, it's your job to get Chalphy back. Or Chalphy, or Chalphy, or whatever it is. Here come the mercenaries. Meanwhile at Chalphy. The final Holy War is just about underway, Seliph. Holy War, so this is it, huh? Yeah, Julius turned out to be a descendant of the Lopto clan. He's been plotting to restore the Dark Empire from day one. We've got to stop him, no matter what. Lewin, how do you always seem to know everything? Oh, you're only just now asking that question. Please, you've got to let me know what else is going on here. Seliph, I apologize if I've kept some things from you in the past. In all my years of travel in search for the truth, I finally stumbled upon something big. What is it? Legend has it Bishop Gal crossed the sea in his youth and travelled the world before founding the Lopto Empire. He was determined to drink the lifeblood of a legendary creature of the time. One sip promised powers for unimaginable proportions. You don't mean the blood of the ancient dragon tribe? That's all superstition, right? Yep, and now in the final chapter the lore is finally explained. Yep, that blood pact thing. Yeah, but when Gal returned from his travels, he possessed unexplainable powers. He used his new powers to influence the young to his own devices. For long he had brought up a demonic legion of warriors that followed his every whim. So where does Lord Lopto fit into all this? He was most likely of the dragon tribe. That's right, Lopto was an earth dragon. So if any of you have played FE1 or FE, whichever the ones that have Medeus in them, and Marth, Lopto is sort of a Medeus XP. Except he's working through humans rather than wanting to destroy them all. Hooray! Their blood flows in all of Gal's descendants, making the Lopto clan's evil power and the Dragon tribe's power one and the same. Then what of our ancestors, the Crusaders? How did they come to be? Well, the legend goes that the gods descended upon 12 warriors of the Liberation Army. It all took place at Dana Fortress. But what happened? Seliph, let's save this one for next time. We've got an enemy to confront. So we'll reveal it all late. So obviously, everything... Music. I love this chapter music. Sort of the whole, right, no more messing around, we're going to destroy you all sort of music. I really like it. Just as a reminder of what... But yes, the lore will be sort of made more clear later, but as you've sort of heard of the whole inherits the power of my enemy Naga, if you were paying attention in FE1 or indeed FE13 where the whole thing was sort of X-speed, you'll probably be able to guess what's going on. That once again there is a blood pact. They all have black brands, and when they hold their holy weapons, they gain the same power as the dragon who bestowed it upon them. So yeah, Julius effectively has the dragon skin ability. So I don't know, people aren't. It's unclear whether Lopto has some sort of reference to Grima of FE13 or whether Grima is just an XP for sake of being an XP. So we've got plenty of Lopto mages here and there. Fenrir, Silence, more Fenrir. This guy's got a Fenrir too, he's got a Silence, he's got Fenrir. And he's got Silence, so we've got a couple of Silence staff users. Silence is pretty bad. Although they've only got 16 magics, so they can't actually silence... what's a fate? They can't silence anyone with more than 16 resistance, which is... actually Leen counts. That Holy Blood actually makes a difference in this case. Meanwhile, though, yeah, so that's pretty much means Seliph is going to have to keep that Tyrfing on, or he's going to get silenced, or indeed slept, because there are a lot of bolting guys with Meteor, bolting, Meteor, sleep staff guys, look at that, and he's got 21 magic. Which is bad. You got 21 magic, so yeah, we've got 2 sleep guys as well. Oh yeah, these guys have sleep as well. These guys have sleep. He's just got a Fenrir. He's got sleep, but only 18 magic, so people like Sed will be able to take him. Actually, how much resistance does Sed have at the moment? Only 20, so he won't be able to. And we've also got some mercenaries with annoying weapons, Hellfire. Not all that statistically. Oh yeah, and there's a named mercenary here, he's Boyce. He has a silver sword, a thunder sword, pursuit, adept, critical, and soul. He'd be great if we could recruit him. But we can't, so we won't. You're just terrible. And you're a generic Dark Bishop. There's Dozel, home of the Dozel family. Over here, you'll remember, one of the villages survived. There used to be a load of villages over here. There's another one. There's that church which Lex sat on to heal himself. And you'll remember that down south, just south of here, is Edda, where Scorpio and his beige Ritter are situated. And there's Belhalla. And here's Frege. Yes, just over there's Augustria. To the north of here, you can actually see where Siles is. And there's Valflame. That's where, there's the canyon where Repta fell. Now I think it's only worthwhile that we just show off the arena. Just because. No, not Sorty. Okay, this is the arena. Fight. What do you want to use? Tyrfing. Begin. Note that Seliph is now practically unhittable. Would I like to fight the next opponent? Yes, I would. Chemos the hero. Yes. Xenon the Swordmaster, you may remember him as the last boss from one of the arenas past. And is no longer that much of a threat. Now, Seliph is about to hit level 30. Hooray. Level 4. It's Torton, another recurring arena boss. Or not even boss, he was the last boss of, I can't remember which one it was. Speed, 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 speed. Defense, resistance, okay, fine. So Seliph failed to max out his speed or his... It's Canon the Barbarian! I mean, the Baron. Another recurring arena boss. I'm starting to suspect that most of these arena bosses are recurring from previous chapters, level 7 bosses. Oh, for goodness sake. That's going to annoy me, I can tell. And here's Atlas, a new Baron. Can't remember where he was from, if anywhere. Instead of just made slightly more money on that for the... Hang on, let's just fix the Tyrfing. Zeus the Emperor with his Earth Sword. There we go. And that's the end. So Seliph should be more or less good to go now. Anyway, we will deal with the arena here, and then we'll be back. Alright, see you then. Bye.